Hello and welcome to Camera Central Podcast. In this episode, we're going to be going over all the news from last month when it comes to photography related.
Yes, we've got lots to catch up on, haven't we?
We've got a lot to catch up on.
A
We
little
missed
while.
you a little bit.
Oh, you know.
No, I missed them, not you.
Oh.
The Camera Central Podcast is available both on Spotify and YouTube, so make sure you like, follow, and subscribe if you want to see more. Let's get back into it, shall we?
So nice. Thanks. Missed you too, babes.
So Tyler, take it away.
What we're going to start with? I think we should start with the new Leica Q3-43.
Amazing. Cool. So, of course, you got the release of the Leica Q3-43, which is basically a Leica Q with 43 other reasons to get it. So the 43, of course, in this situation stands for 43mm, and that's actually the exact millimeter of the human eye.
Is it really?
On average.
I thought it was always 50, but I suppose it's going to be a little bit wider, isn't it?
No, so 50 is 35, 85 are the ones that are closest, kind of like that ball range, that's kind of like the low amount of distortion.
Yeah.
But I think 43 is the one that's the most on average. The Leica 43, what do you reckon about it?
It has a built-in macro feature, right?
Yeah.
So built-in macro feature on the lens, which I think is really interesting because it just gives you an extra thing to have on the camera.
Yeah.
And that you don't have to go and buy another lens because you don't with the Q3. It's all built in.
Definitely.
So having more flexibility is intriguing.
I think kind of like touching on that in particularly is, I think, what people will be drawn to is stuff like that, because when you look at people who want premium compacts, it's not really your professionals. Some of them might want it. It's for people that are going around and want to have the best quality out of photographic device, essentially. And when it comes to what you get out of this Q3, you get something that can pretty much do everything. You can take photos of your bugs, which they showed off with a very gruesome looking spider.
Yes, I saw that. Lovely. If you don't like spiders, I wouldn't advise looking at it, but actually I would advise looking at it because it's an awesome camera.
But it's super sharp. The other thing that it's got 5 new focal lengths inside of there as well, which is, I'm going to watch the video for the actual accurate things. I'm just going to say it off the top of my mind. So first of all, you can shoot 43, which I'm really expecting you not to be very surprised at here. But you can also go to 60, 75, 90, 120, and then 150mm.
Okay.
I think.
Right. That's a lot of focal length.
So that's basically, although it doesn't necessarily have a zoom, you have the ability to, because of the technology built into the camera, to zoom in, retain quality. Not necessarily the megapixel, but have a decent looking photo throughout the range.
Because it's 60 megapixel, right? The top end.
Huh?
Is it 60 megapixel?
Yeah, 60 megapixel.
So if you're cropping in, it's fine. Still 40, 30, 24, whatever.
I mean, the other thing when it comes to the Leica Q3s in particular is if you want to buy a Leica camera, it's probably better to get a Q first before an M. Yeah. Because when it comes to the M series cameras, you're of course cutting away everything that a camera has in this day and age, other than the ability to take a photo.
That's it.
And for that, you get a really great quality cameras, but with the Q3 you've still got that autofocus, you've still got a lot of the things you would expect out of a general camera to do.
That's right. I really like the look of it, to be fair. I wasn't too keen when I saw it. I thought maybe not. Then I saw you take one out of the box. I was like, ooh, actually,
well, that was an ordeal in all itself.
I feel like it's a camera James Bond would do.
Yes, it looks really awesome, right? Yeah. But that was something quite funny to touch on. It's got nothing really to do with the Q3 and absolute utter faith that I should not touch so many things that are super
basically
brand new price tags.
What's happened is that we've banned Stuart from opening boxes that are of items that are of particularly certain value.
But it's not for like being damaging the items, just to clarify. Yeah. Because we still want to get sent stuff, Tyler.
Yes.
It's the boxes themselves. And in particular, Leicas are fabulous.
Yes. They are very glitz and glam. A bit like when you buy a set of Swarovskis. When you open the box, it looks like a plain green box, and you open it and then drop.
Well, it's a piece of jewellery, right? Yeah. It's like opening a piece of jewellery.
If you've paid £6,000, £7,000, £8,000 for a camera, you're keeping the box.
Yeah.
There's no question of it. It's like buying a Rolex and throwing the box out. No.
So I feel like this begs the question to other camera manufacturers, if you're listening, why do we not get a premium box opening experience like we do with Leica at their premium end cameras?
I know. Yeah.
I mean, it's all well and good having a nice boxing opening experience, but there's nothing like Leica. Because when you open up, sorry, just to visualize this, if you will, dear reader, viewer, listener. viewer.
Person.
Everything.
They
You basically take it. You take the wrap on the box out, and then the box just splays open. Just
Oh
like,
yeah. Or it sings and dances as it opens.
yeah, and then
Plays
there's
music.
like there's like a drawer that opens up, and
Yeah.
it's got like a magnet in it.
Yeah, I can imagine like
It's
a
amazing.
opening to like Lord of the Rings theme music. Then I could imagine Sony opening to like Disco Rave.
Yeah, I feel like
You
I feel
know?
like that needs to become a part of the channel. Let us know if you want that to happen when it comes to
100%.
unboxing. We actually use accurate music accurate kind of like unboxing music.
Yeah.
So I feel like a symphony for
Yeah.
Leica, right?
Yeah, or just tell us in the comments below like what kind of music should go with which brand when we do unboxing
Yeah,
videos,
yeah.
because that would be funny. Because we had that conversation in the meeting
Yeah,
yesterday.
and then Sony would be like hype or
Yeah.
like rap music. I don't know.
I don't know.
Rap
What would
music.
Canon be?
Be hip hop. Canon.
Canon would be like, I imagine Canon to be like pop music.
I think Canon would be like Green Day.
Yeah,
No, not
probably.
Green Day. Maybe not Green Day. Oh, this is good.
Like the
This
emo
is a real
era.
in and of itself right here.
Mm.
All right, so okay, so Leica is of course classic. Fujifilm, I think you're thinking like your sort of hippie music, right?
Yeah, it's got to be like the Jackson 5.
Yeah, the Jackson. I don't know.
Something,
The
I don't
Jackson
know.
vibe.
I don't know.
I'm thinking ukulele.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just like really hippie music,
Yeah.
hipster music.
Yeah.
I'll just beep it. And then Canon, I think is for me. I think Canon kind of like screams kind of like skater boy
Yeah, it
music,
does.
maybe.
Does. What about Nikon?
Nikon.
Just the mute button.
Nikon. Oh, I don't know.
Nikon, I feel like, is the really old school rock and roll granddad.
I got it. I got it. Have you seen the old rappers that have been doing the tour? So there's a couple levels to this. Nikon, of course, have a reputation for being used for a lot of old people.
Yeah.
Right? But now they're releasing a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And they're becoming quite popular because they're doing it.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know the artists' names, but the type of artist, I think, would be those old school people that are like coming into the new.
Like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like no, have you seen those like those two just like old men and they rap at each other?
No, I haven't seen that. We'll have to play it over the video later. That's
Hang on
fine.
a sec. Yeah, this.
I haven't. No.
So
No, I haven't seen.
Nikon are those. They're cool now,
Yeah.
right?
They sort of had a comeback tour.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're no longer going to be selling Nikon after that. What I've just done.
We'll see.
But you know, they're classic. But I think they are releasing a lot of really interesting stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Tyler has informed me that some tangents are not worth putting up on the internet, so
Yeah.
we have now had to.
I am the
continue
one
on
who
with the
gets
thing.
in trouble.
Yeah.
I am. That's me.
Okay, next.
Anyway, so next we're moving on to the new Canon RF 28-70mm f2.8, which I like the look of. I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, as I think you had it for like, what, 2 days?
Yeah, I had it a little bit longer than that, but I was only really able to shoot with it for like a day and a little bit. I kind of say a little bit because the Leica Q literally came in on the second day.
Yeah.
So the 28-70 is, and it was actually a lot of a fun shoot. We did a video. Link will be down in the description. I always forget to put them in the video, so just put it down in the description or at the end of the video.
Yeah.
The 28-70 is, of course, your kind of like entry level pro kind of lens.
Yeah.
What I found interesting about it, it does actually have weather sealing, which proved invaluable when I was shooting it.
Okay, I didn't know
Because
that.
it was absolutely like Thor just had a bad breakup and he
Yeah.
was just crying.
I was. Sometimes that happens. I feel sorry for
Sometimes
Thor.
it does happen.
Um, What's interesting is that they've brought this out also knowing that some of the other brands can't make RF. So it's likely that they're capitalizing on the price point, which is fine because what is it, £1,249, £1,200?
But saying that, if we have a look at the Sigma 28-70mm lens,
Yeah.
that is around about £600 to £700. Probably going to have to bring that up to actually
Yeah,
confirm
that's fine.
that.
So it's nice that they've got it at that kind of price point, because the only other real option is what, 24-70 2.8 RF, 24-105 f2.8, which will cost you half a kidney.
Yeah, no, exactly.
So filling the gap in with a genuine native Canon product at that price point is quite good. Yeah.
So the Sigma variant of it, which, you know, hopefully one day they'll actually be able to produce a variant for RF, right? That's 779. So
Yeah.
it kind of fits within the pricing structure. It doesn't necessarily kick them out from producing one.
Yeah.
But it's definitely nice to have a pro level zoom at f2.8.
Yeah.
For
And some people just want to buy Canon genuine, and that's fine.
Yeah.
You know. So you've now got an option that's not going to cost you $2,000.
Well, the way I really look at it when it comes down to it, I mean, I still shoot quite a lot of Sigma lenses because I enjoy them. But when it comes to native lenses, they generally are going to perform better. With Sony, you get access to the full amount of stabilization as well as the autofocus performance and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like non-native lenses still do perform well, but in this situation, it's nice to have a low. I wouldn't say lower cost.
Yeah.
Pro kind of like area zoom for full frame
Yeah.
at f2.8. Now, who are really going to be the people that buy it? It's going to be people looking at the R8, RP.
Yeah.
Someone that's wanting to invest in a lens that they know is just going to be generally good, but they don't necessarily need to go that step further.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's also for people who don't want to spend the £2,000-3,000 mark
I mean,
as well. But you know, each to their own.
yeah, and that's just crazy. And speaking on that kind of like note when it comes to pricing, did actually try out the Samyang VAF lens kit. Now this has been released for a little while, but I had the access to the entire kit, which is the VAF anamorphic set.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. And when it comes to like other manufacturers, it's good to look at them because for the price of essentially 11 lenses in that kit, I mean, yes, it's not RF, but it's Sony. You've essentially got 11 lenses.
Yeah.
Which I think is an excellent deal, and you've got the
Yeah.
ability to do
So the
anamorphic.
guys from Holden who sell us Samyang came in day before yesterday.
Did they?
Peter came in. Hi, Peter. If you're watching,
Peter,
you probably are. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah. And the guys there were even saying like it's a great stepping stone into people who haven't necessarily experienced cinema lenses
Yeah.
and are looking to get into that, or are looking to sample what an anamorphic lens feels like. It's that kind of gateway, shall we say, starter kit, the video cinema.
I mean, I tried it, and I loved it, and I'm actually asked to see kind of what the pricing would be.
Yeah, he
for
did say you were going to get a price in
you
it.
know, so I'm excited. I mean, you know, it's a bit of old news, and this is the news channel, Tyler. So let's stick to the news.
Yeah.
Let's get to the next one.
The next one is your new companion. You've replaced me with what you are now referring to as Tyler 2.0, which, if you've seen in the previous video, I'm very angry. I'm so annoyed at you. I am so annoyed at you. I am so annoyed at you.
Okay, cut to Tyler 2.0.
DJI.
I'm going to have it like this next one.
D-
Watch it. It's just absolutely
you finished?
Not really.
DJI Neo.
DJI Tyler 2.0. The DJI Neo is a really cool device. It doesn't replace Tyler. Yes, it's more stable. Yes, it can move quicker. Yes.
Stuart's life expectancy number is going down with every comment.
That was brilliant. Okay,
Go on
back to it. So the DJI Neo, absolutely awesome. Not a replacement for Tyler. But when I'm out and about shooting by myself, I need the ability to be able to film me doing stuff. And we actually used that in the recent Leica Q343 video.
Did we really?
We actually did, Tyler.
I wasn't paying attention.
Didn't even watch the video.
I did watch it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
But it gives you an otherwise like different kind of experience of droning. Now, I'm not necessarily someone that goes out droning quite a bit. I'm actually going to be doing a lot more of it going into the future because I enjoyed it. We're actually going to be trying out the Avata 2 soon as well, and then pairing that up against the Neo, which is exciting. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe if you want to see that video. Of course, you
I
know,
like how natural
the
that was off your
Avata,
tongue then.
yeah,
Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe if you want to see more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, the Avata is generally going to be better, but when you're looking to buy a drone for the first time, you know, there are a lot of things to consider.
Yeah.
What we were talking about, the Neo. Neo is a really interesting device, and it kind of opens up a new area of droning.
Okay.
Because the features that it has, especially when it comes to the palm control
Yeah.
and the ability to link a DJI mic to the drone, and it cuts out the pitch
It is
of
good.
the
Yeah.
fans,
Yeah.
makes it kind of like an invaluable tool for people like myself.
Yeah.
Who
Who aren't very good at video.
Huh?
Huh?
Who are very good at video. I know, thank you.
Right. And they need
are
extra
very good
help,
at
you know,
video.
from a little toy drone.
Well, you know, at least
I say it's a little
stable.
toy. It's a really good toy.
At
Like, it's
least,
brilliant.
it kind of like keeps it. I'm gonna, yeah.
Yeah. So you're happy with the Tyler 2.0?
Yeah, I'm happy with
Yeah.
the DJI Neo.
Yeah.
And I love the old Tyler.
You know, unfortunately, I don't feel the same way.
Well, you don't love the old Tyler. Wow, man, you need to go see someone.
Yeah. I have been.
Oh, bro.
So the next one, next adventure, and I really like the DJI Neo. I like the look of it. It doesn't replace me, but I would let it because it's good. So Sigma 28-105 f2.8 for Sony and L mount.
We need to get you up trying out some more gear because you can, you know, you do. It's kind of like coming along for me, to be fair.
Yeah,
but-
that's fine. But that's because I haven't been out very much.
So, of course, we did have the 28-105 last month as well, and that's the f2.8 from Sigma. The 28-105 kind of gives you a really great range overall, and I had an interesting idea to do with that project,
Yeah.
which was to do a music live session at a place I shot a previous Sigma lens at, and it was a lot of fun, actually. The lens performs really well, the autofocus, excellent, lens performance,
I think,
sharp.
I think what I noticed was it is a little on the heavy side. That might put some people off, but when you're getting that focal length at 2.8, it's not.
It's too far out of the Canon counterpart, but there's nothing else on the market like
There
it
isn't anything else to
for
compare it
all
to.
of the other like.
I think the only thing that
brands, right?
comes really close would be a 24-105 f4, and they are smaller, but you would expect it to be bigger at a 2.8. So
Exactly.
basically what they've made is the 24-105 2.8 equivalent,
Yeah,
but it's 28mm, not 24.
which you know I do like, and I like Sigma kind of doing these weirder lenses that you know kind of stand out from the norm. Although you know they are kind of just being like, oh, Canon did something, we're going to do something too,
Yes.
but do it differently.
Yes, which is a very Sigma thing to
There's a
do.
very Sigma thing to do.
Yeah, and we're both fans of Sigma lenses. We've both had Sigma lenses for a long time. It's sharp, it performs well, it focuses well. There's nothing wrong with it.
And the cost is, you know, really
It's not
good
internal
as
zoom
well.
though, is it? It's not an internal
Not
zoom.
internal zoom,
But whether that
Which
matters to you or not is
surprised
down
me.
to you. Yeah, I would have expected it to have been.
but they can't necessarily do a carbon copy of the RF.
It would be a lot more expensive as well,
Yeah.
I would say. But yeah.
no, of course.
So that was a great, and I enjoyed working on that shoot with you, even though I didn't do very much. I just
No.
liked being there.
Wish
It was
I
good.
had- I wish I had Tyler.
You might have made more use of the Neo than you did of me, but it was nice to be able to see that lens in action and think about where I could use it.
Yeah,
So-
for sure. I think it's a lens that I think a lot of people are going to be interested in. Events photographers, for sure. Anybody really. To be fair. It's a good general zoom. It's not too expensive. And, you know,
Yeah, great.
all around good thing. Because they actually did, I thought they were going to price it a bit more than they actually did.
Yeah.
So if we actually have a look at the price,
I think it was 12 something.
it's 13.99.
13.99. Considering
It's not bad at all.
no, considering the next option from that is a 24-70, which is less millimeter, probably sharper, but you know, yeah, it's good. Well done, Sigma. Well done, you.
Sigma.
Well done.
And you know,
Hi,
it's
Sam.
excited to see kind of what they release throughout the year.
Yeah.
I will take this out if I'm not allowed to tell you, but they did have it at a show, so I believe it's online anyway.
Yeah.
But they actually had a cinema version of the 28-105 that Sam sent me, and it looks absolutely gorgeous.
I didn't even know this was a thing. What is it?
Oh no! So this is the cinema of the 28-45.
Oh, that makes total sense.
It looks gorgeous.
Because that's a T2.0.
Yeah.
That actually looks really good. I might
It
get
looks really good.
How much is he? I might get that.
I don't think it's going to be more expensive than the original.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm okay with that.
Because you've got the manual focus, the 180 manual focus.
So we're talking about this. So Slight
But
Adventure.
just to clarify, that is if I am allowed to show it, I don't know.
Yeah.
That is a very much a what's it called? A concept design.
Right.
So if people like it, they're great.
Oh, I'd have one. 100%. Yeah. Speaking of which, so I'm getting into video a bit.
Mm-hmm.
About to start on my journey.
Yeah.
My adventure. And so I'm going to make short films.
Okay.
Because that's what I want to do. I said to myself, if I'm going to do video, then I'm going to do something I want to do.
Okay.
I'm not going to make camera and lens reviews. I'll do that in my day job.
No.
But
don't.
Well,
Tyler 2.0.
no, exactly. Yeah. Do you know what?
Oh, Tyler,
I'm joking.
sorry.
I'm joking. So I think we could do. We're doing or making a series on me learning from you.
Okay.
How to gimbal.
Yeah, fair enough.
One.
As long as you get the ropes.
As
The
long as
Jedi ropes, just to clarify.
yeah. Gimbal. And just how to move. You know.
Well, an upcoming video, which I'm thinking of doing, and I'm building all the parts for, it's going to be like a bigger video.
Yeah.
Is comparing chess to comparing gimbal work to how you play chess.
What if you don't know how to play chess?
Well, I'm going to have to teach people how to play chess.
Yeah.
I mean, most people
might
know how
wanna
to
do that
play
first.
chess. If you don't, learn how to play chess. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see.
But no, that'd be good. I think the other side is I don't know anything about Flash, so it would be good to me.
Yeah,
for
I
us to
can
be
teach you
the opposite.
all you need to know about Flash. That's
Cool.
fine. So moving on. The next one is I was in this video.
Were you?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Oh.
The Sony 85mm 1.4G
Oh,
Master
yes.
Mark II. Now, I'm going to be honest, right? Controversy time.
Controversy time.
Slight bit of controversy.
What's the controversy?
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Why didn't you like it?
I felt that I was expecting more, and I don't know what I was expecting. This is the thing. So, Team Sony, if you're watching, okay, yeah, I get it. How can you not know and then say you don't like it? I needed to be wowed by it a bit more, and I just felt like making it slightly smaller, because it's half a thumb size smaller,
Yeah.
to me wasn't small enough. It needed to be smaller again. Okay. And I get it. There's lens elements, and yes, you want to make it a 1.4, and yes, it has to be a certain size to fit for physics. And yes, it is lighter. It's half the weight of the other one. That's fine, but they're small lenses. They're not that heavy anyway.
No.
So there was no incentive for me to push harder. When we compared the original 85mm 1.4 to the Mark II,
Yeah.
neither me or you could see any difference. There wasn't optically any difference in
I would
performance.
actually say there was a slight sharpness increase.
Yeah.
But when I say, is it worth if you got an 85
That's what I'm
PM
saying.
to upgrade
You
to
know,
a new one? I don't know if I could actually say that would be a good idea.
Yeah. And being completely honest with you, how sharp do you need it to be when you've got 60 megapixels in the full frame sensor? At the end of the day, I'm being a tough critic because it's a lens that I would have used as a workhorse lens, and I use the 1.8 version. So yes, I would notice a difference between that and the 1.4.
Yeah.
But I just felt like I've got no motive to move to a G Master from a 1.8 when I could. I guess you can cut this, maybe we'll see. I could just buy the Sigma 85-1.4. That's half the money and as sharp.
I don't think we should cut it. You know, it's what we would actually advise people to do.
It's,
you know,
honestly,
if you're looking at the GM Mark II, by all means, get it. It's going to be the best overall.
Yeah, look, it's
But
not to
when
say
it
that it
comes
was a
to-
bad lens.
But when it comes to the amount that's like different between the price ranges and what you can really get out of it, you know, I don't think this 85GM was the most important one for them to.
Do they make a 1.2? They don't, do they?
Huh?
They don't make a 1.2, do they? 85mm.
No, they don't.
No, maybe that's what they should have
I don't
done.
think it was the most important to upgrade at this point.
No,
personally.
no, I agree.
I really think they need to sort out a macro because they haven't really got a dedicated macro.
Yeah.
And
Well, they
of
have.
course
It's a 90mm, but
well, I
it's
mean, of the newer generation.
a newer generation. Some of the sort of from the feedback that I've been seeing from some customer base is that the 105 Sigmas are outperforming the 90mm macro on Sony.
And they, to be fair, Sigma have always made a really good macro lens.
My personal opinion is that Canon make the best macro lens. That 100mm
Actually,
macro is insane, and there's the 90mm
do you
Olympus.
do you want to know something interesting?
So,
One of the best optically performing ones, and this was back in the day when I used to work at Camera Center, was actually the Minolta Beer Can 100mm.
right.
In terms of like distortion at the 100mm macro, it was actually supposed to be absolutely phenomenally optically compared to any of the other throughout the range. And the 100mm
Yeah.
thing was out at that point. But
Cool.
cool.
You should find another one and do lens pictures.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Yeah. But I just want to recuperate. So, like, I love Sony. We both shoot Sony. They're great cameras. The solid lenses, no issue with it whatsoever. But I just felt on the mark they missed it and it didn't land. Personally, with the 85 Mark II.
Yeah,
But would I still buy one? Yeah, probably. But
would you still buy one if you already had an 85?
no.
Exactly. So it's,
And that's
it's
the difference.
adding,
If I was coming into it fresh,
Yeah.
I'd just get the newest one that I could. It's lighter. It's 1.4. It's 85.
but
off you
equally,
go.
then, like,
But-
what do you do to actually get someone interested in getting a new
Version of something they already have. I've done it a few times. For me, it comes down to I need to see a massive jump between what I've got and what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Like if I see a minor difference, I'm not going to do that because why would I? I'm probably going to manipulate my image anyway. So why would it make a difference to me?
It is keeping focus while I'm not here, isn't it?
Yeah, from what I can see, a bit far away, but yeah. So, what you mean that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where was I? So I would have to see a large difference in order to upgrade at a bigger financial value.
Yeah.
And I'd also have to see a difference in terms of focusing and that kind of stuff. Like if it's just better all round, then yeah, I'll get it. But I won't just upgrade from a 1.8 to a 1.4 or 1.2 unless I see reason to do so.
Yeah.
It's the same reason I swapped my 50mm 1.8 to a 50mm 1.2 with the Sigma one was because I needed to start shooting at wider apertures where I'm not getting flash at high speed sync. So I can then at least get 1.2 depth of field and have that in my collection because that was a weapon I didn't have.
Yeah.
Whereas I've got 1.8 and 1.4.
Yeah.
I could just switch to different lenses at different focal lengths and reposition myself.
Yeah.
But I don't have a 1.2, so that's why I got it. But yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
That's the end from the 85, I don't think.
Did you want to talk about Drone Fest?
Yeah, go on.
So Jay. Drone Fest. You went to Drone Fest this year, didn't you? Again, like you did last year. Yeah? Yeah? What? Have you lost your voice? Yeah. Oh, that's great. Okay, I will just do the podcast on my own from now on. You're jinxed. Now you're unjinxed. Stuart.
Perfect.
Okay. That was the biggest, longest running dad joke that you've ever done.
Is it a dad joke?
That was a dad
Dude,
joke. Major dad joke.
You get unlucky if you don't, I've got a driving practical tomorrow. I can't have that bad luck on my shoulders.
I could be really mean right now, but I'm not going to be. Anyway, let's go. So you went to Drone Fest this year.
I went to Drone Fest this year, meeting some of the most incredible pilots from England and the UK and also Europe as well. Met its FPV and the pilots associated with that, which was really awesome. They got a massive following, which was great. But also, really nice chaps. They doing some really cool stuff with it. But FPV, Sync, and everyone else, I'm going to be releasing little interviews that I actually had with them over the next couple of weeks. So it's probably good to mention it anyway. Again, UK Drone Fest, I think we've really enjoyed supporting it the last couple of years. And you know, it was just a lot of fun, really.
That's a lot of fun. I might go with you next year.
Yeah, no, well,
Yeah,
let's
might.
give it a go. But we've also, you know, on that note, we need to be covering more drone stuff and,
Yeah.
you know, some of the action cams as well.
Yeah, because neither of us really fly drones, do we?
None of us do fly
Well,
drones.
some of us do, but quite badly.
I am looking to actually do a 101 series with some of the pilots that I met there.
Yeah.
Basically learning the art form and the art form, learning the sport.
Yeah,
really.
I would like to be able to
Absolutely.
like dedicate myself to it for a day or something. But I don't want to have to fly my own drone. Basically, I want to practice on somebody else's drone so that if I break it, then I don't have to buy anyone.
Marketing departments.
Maybe the marketing
Well,
department.
this is what we should call. You should just like call it chit chat with the marketing department.
Yeah.
That's where it should be.
Marketing chat.
No, marketing department. It's just like
Just marketing team.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But so it was cool.
Drone Fest looked fun. Yeah. I was slightly jealous that you went again without me. But
That's fine.
it's
I was
far
in a
away
yurt.
though, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
right,
You
yeah.
were in a yurt.
I was in a yurt.
Because I remember we went to Woburn Safari Park. Do you remember that? And in the hotel, and then you snored the whole night before.
Oh, I kept everyone away.
And it was just, I was like, no,
Outside.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think that's mostly it for the news.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else that's come out. It's been a really weird couple of months because it's just been release after release after release after release. And then we're like, whoa. And now we can go back to doing our own cool, funny thing,
Yeah.
which is
hopefully.
us and bringing
Fingers
you
crossed.
personality. So it's been a little
Oh,
a
I
quieter
bring
one
the
now.
personality.
And I bring the looks.
Or Tyler 2.0.
Tyler 2.0 is going to get smashed to bits.
Oh.
So I think we should do a couple of shout outs.
Okay.
Do you? Because I've been watching, there's been a few people that I've seen on Instagram and such that I've been following, who I think their work is just really good. So I just want to give them a shout out,
Yeah.
I think. So there's one lady that I came across yesterday. I know, followed her for a whole 24 hours, but her work was so impressive. Her name is Sharon Vanadia, and we'll put her tag or thing in the bottom
And this
so you
on
can have a look.
Instagram, yeah?
On Instagram, she's a wildlife photographer. She shoots the Canon. I believe, from what I can see in her videos, she's using the new Canon R1 and a 400mm 2.8 RF lens, which is, shall we say, walking around with 25K. But she did one video where she just taking a video through the viewfinder of some lions, and the backing track was The Lion King. So I immediately had my follow. So her work is great, and you can see the quality of them photos is quite something. So yeah. Shout out to you, Sharon.
Shalom. Shout out.
Anyone you want to shout out to? Anybody you're liking at the moment? Anybody you're rating?
Well, most of my time is spent on YouTube, whilst editing or, you know, just doing research. And there have been a lot of like people that I've actually like started following recently. And they're producing some really awesome videos, which I'll link here. Tatiana Hopper, just tips for just like everyday photography. Absolutely awesome photographer when it comes to just like the style of her work. And you know, you can tell that she just knows a lot. One of the other ones which I thought was really cool, and this is more kind of on the level of using cameras, using digicam kind of stuff.
All right.
So somebody that likes the real kind of like compacts.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing some research for a video which I think would be quite cool soon. And it's this person. Her name is Becca Farace. That one.
Farsace, yeah.
Becca
Farsace. I thought it said Versace. I was like, well, name.
No, Versace. But absolutely awesome. So she used to live in New York, and then she moved out to, I think, North Carolina. I think she said in one of her videos.
Right.
But she used the iPod Nano with a camera on it. I didn't even know there was an iPod Nano that actually had a camera on it.
Yeah.
And it was actually really interesting to see technology from another time. I know it's not necessarily current stuff, but
you know what?
in a different
You know
way.
what else is trending is people putting old Nokia phones on smartphone gimbals.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah, I feel like this would actually be a really good one. I'd actually put that on my full blown gimbal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly, I think that's something we should do. If you want to see that, let us know, because that I'm totally down for that. I just want to be able to see. Get a Nokia 3610.
I might pop into CX. To see if
Yeah,
I
I've
can
just
buy
seen
one.
CX. Get a Nokia 3610, stick it to an OM6, and just make something really cinematic out of it, or something close to that with a Nokia 3310.
But I really think it's time to find some really interesting people out on YouTube that do less kind of like product centered stuff, but more about the kind of like philosophy and the how photography makes them feel, how they do their work, and I'm finding a lot of those kind of
The
videos
therapy
quite
side of it. Yeah,
interesting at the moment.
that's it. Well, I think that's everything. I think we're all covered. Shall we close down?
Yeah, sure. I'm literally just going to cut here and then just have the drone just fly. Yeah. No, I'm not. Okay, so if you enjoyed this news segment, then please like, follow, subscribe if you want to see more. We plan to do one of these at the end of every single month. Tyler, your turn.
Yeah, me.
Okay, well, I'll finish up then.
No, I'll finish it. It's fine. So yes, we are going to do this at the end of every single month. So if you would like to see more of them, please let us know in the comments below, and we will do more, won't we?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes. Well, let's do it. We'll do all the work, and I'll just sit here and.
I mean, that's essentially it. It's quite funny watching him be like, "Oh, I work so hard." No, he doesn't. He just looks on the internet every now and then.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm very good at keeping you guessing.
Huh?
That's the thing. I'm very good at keeping you guessing.
About what?
Guessing about my potential and my talent.
Potential and your talent.
In my community, we call it charisma, uniqueness, nerve.
Yeah. Do you know what would also be great?
What?
Is if you worked straight away out of the box, just like the DJI Neo in down below. Have a good day.
Bye.